Good afternoon. Thank you for making time to celebrate Alan Cook and his 45 years of service to Central United Methodist Church, as well as the Stockton community. We are gathered here to share memories, life lessons learned along the way, and a few odd jokes. Alan, we want you to know about our heartfelt appreciation for all that you have done to inspire us in keeping the faith. Also, I would like to remind you that you may retire from your job, but never retire your mind. After taking time for relaxation and rejuvenation, we want to hear about your new adventures. As my time ends, I want to share this quote by Bill Watterson of the Calvin and Hobbes comic strip. There's never enough time to do all the nothing you want. May you stay young at heart, faithful in spirit, and enjoy every minute of your journey ahead. Thank you for your dedication and shared knowledge over the years. Farewell. It is now my pleasure to introduce John Bradbury, our lay leader, who will introduce our speakers.
Thank you, Julius, and welcome here to Central United Methodist Church. My name is John Bradbury. I'm the lay leader here at Central, and it's my pleasure to have the opportunity to introduce a number of individuals and organizations that have been impacted by Alan Cook's life. I would like to introduce, first of all, Sopal Sun. She's part of the Cambodian congregation and assumed a number of leadership roles. Alan has obviously had a significant influence on the ministry of this church, and it's with pleasure that I introduce Sopal Sun.
ខ្ញុំសូមជម្រាបសួរបងប្អូនយើងទាំងអស់គ្នាខ្ញុំឈ្មោះសុផលសួនហើយខ្ញុំមកពីព្រះវិហារមេត្តាឌីសជាក្រុមរបស់ខ្មែរថ្ងៃនេះខ្ញុំមានពាក្យខ្លះសម្រាប់ Alan ដើម្បីនឹងចែកជូនបងប្អូនទាំងអស់គ្នាខ្ញុំបានជួប Alan តាំងពីខ្ញុំមកព្រះវិហារនេះតាំងពីឆ្នាំ2006រួចមកគាត់បានបង្រៀនខ្ញុំការកិច្ចការជាច្រើនដែលខ្ញុំអាចចេះនៅព្រះវិហារមេត្តាឌីសនេះដូចជាបង្រៀនអំពីសេចក្តីជំនឿដោយបង្រៀនកូនក្មេងឲ្យយើងគិតថាតើយើងដឹងរឿងពិតឬក៏មិនពិតមុនពេលដែលយើងគិតអ្វីគឺយើងត្រូវដឹងអំពីការពិតសិនហើយមុននឹងយើងកាត់ទោសអ្នកណាឬក៏កាត់អ្នកណាយើងត្រូវតែយល់អំពីកិច្ចការនោះផងដែរហើយមុននឹងយើងធ្វើបាបអ្នកណាម្នាក់យើងត្រូវដឹងថាតើការធ្វើបាបនោះវាមានអារម្មណ៍យ៉ាងណាដែរហើយនឹងមុនពេលយើងនិយាយយើងត្រូវគិតជាមុនផងដែរដូច្នេះខ្ញុំគិតថា Alan មានតម្លៃសំខាន់មែនទែនសម្រាប់ពួកយើងជួយក្រុមខ្មែរយើងដែលជាអ្នកទៅតែនឹងជឿព្រះគ្រីស្ទហើយខ្ញុំអរគុណ Alan មែនទែនដែលជួយកូនខ្មែរយើងជាច្រើនឲ្យបានជោគជ័យនៅក្នុងជីវិតរបស់គេ The next one I'm going to speak in English. Okay. Greeting. Hello. My name is Sopal Sun. I am come from Cambodian congregation, and we know Alan since come in here in 2006 or 7, and I becoming his partner of Godly Play. And he been teaching us a lot about Methodist, about this church, and about behavior that we need to be, acting in the church, such as before we assume something, we have to learn the facts about the activity. Before you judge someone, you have to understand why. Before you hurt someone, you have to feel about it, and before you speak, you have to thinking about it. So have experienced a lot of with children, godly play, and I know he really active. And another thing, especially, he is a mentor to my children to come to the church and serving a lot of children throughout his year. Before I come and during I come, and right now he is say goodbye to us, and we are going to miss him a lot. So thank you very much for services that you've been serving for Central, and again thank you very much Jane too. Both of you have been serving a lot for Central. That's all I have. Thank you very much, and we're going to be miss you. Okay, reading, I'm done.
It's my pleasure to introduce Martha Shoemate, a longtime member here at Central, who's been a part of a curriculum program for children in the church called Godly Play, which was created and encouraged by Alan Cook about 16 years ago. This program has done an excellent job of orienting young people to the history and to the biblical history of our church and our Christian faith. It's my pleasure to introduce Martha Shoemate.
I've been asked to share my thoughts about our friend, our beloved Alan. His career with us here has come to an end. I've known him for quite a while. There is so much to say, but I've been asked to talk mostly about Godly Play. Besides his own children, this program is his baby. He is the driving force, no ifs, ands, or maybe. The hours of planning and coordinating, teaching and such, everything about Godly Play does have his touch. Sanctuaries and stories, I wonder and crafts, learning and sharing, and time filled with laughs. The program starts with the wee little ones. The Bible stories become familiar before kids are done. The Midler program focuses on those we call saints. I think adding Alan to that group would be much more than quaint. His contributions are many, they really can't be measured, and to all of us, he will be forever treasured. On a personal note, for my family, he holds a special place. On several SSP mission trips, he was a familiar face. Los Angeles, a reservation, New York, and even farther away. He and my Jacob to Honduras during a coup. What can I say? Speaking of Jacob, his fiancée, Alan, did meet, and secretly married the two right across the street. There's been support for my mom, who probably has him in her will, and constant care for my youngest, who doesn't sit still. His gifts are many, his talents are as well. The number of people to replace him, no one can tell. Alan will be missed, of that I am sure, but we do wish him well on his next adventure. Blessings and happiness, health and much fun. Thank you, St. Alan, for a job very well done.
It's my pleasure to introduce a program that Alan Cook was involved with for many years, 2 years as a teacher and 16 years as a principal at St. George School here in Stockton. To represent St. George School, a parent who had children that went through the program, I'd like to please introduce Genevieve Beltran.
Hello, Mr. Cook. It is a true honor to be able to speak on the behalf of the St. George Parish community to thank you for your many years of devoted service to our school and to remember how much you gave to the children and parents and extended families of St. George. For those who don't know, my children, Hillary, Richard, Melissa, Samantha, and Gabriel all attended St. George when Mr. Cook was principal. I was very impressed by him as a Catholic school parent, but I was just as impressed as someone who is now retired, but public school teacher. Mr. Cook went out of his way to know the name of every child at his school, every parent, the extended family members, what we did, our interest. He truly created a true faith community for many, many years at St. George School. In fact, I've never known any principal since my teaching time or when my children were in school who was as dedicated and committed as Mr. Cook, both to their academic development and their faith. Even though Mr. Cook is a Methodist and was teaching and then later administrator at a Catholic school, he truly brought people to Christ. He went out of his way to know and respect the Catholic faith, just as those of us who know Alan truly respect his faith as a Methodist as well. He is a wonderful example on so many levels of what it is to walk in the ways of Christ. As someone who just retired herself in January, I would like to welcome you, Alan, to those of us who are now enjoying our golden years. And I know that you and Jane will have many, many wonderful things to do as you begin your new adventure. Thank you so very much.
At this time, it's my pleasure to introduce a dear friend and staff colleague here at Central United Methodist Church to Alan Cook, Martha Tipton.
Others will talk about the many jobs, many hats Alan has worn here, but I'm going to talk about our personal relationship as a co-worker. I've been on this staff since 2006. Go ask Alan is a frequent refrain. Everybody says it. In the late 1960s, there was a cute radio show that spoofed the Superman craze of the time, the superheroes, and it was called Chicken Man. And the reason I bring it up, you can still see it on YouTube and hear it. They were hilarious skits about Chicken Man, and his motto was, "He's everywhere, he's everywhere." Well, that's Alan Cook. I would often be here working late after long days of visits. I'd be working in my office, and sure enough, out of the corner of my eye, going out the west door, was Alan on his way to the nursery school or to the godly playrooms. I would be working on flowers here in the sanctuary, and sure enough, Alan would come through the sanctuary. He has been here night and day, very devoted to all the projects in his ministry. I've often kidded him that his real brother isn't his brother at all, but that his real brother is Will Ferrell, the comedian, because they look so much alike and they're such big, tall guys to me. Alan is the best model of God's loving spirit that I have ever seen. He's devoted, he's compassionate, he does everything with a good heart. And I'll tell you a secret, when nobody's here and Alan and I are working next door in offices, we often yell to each other rather than get up and walk around or pick up the phone. So we have a funny yelling relationship, and it reminds me of the three brothers I grew up with. So I tell him he's really the fourth brother I never had. I can't say enough about him. He knows I'm going to miss him terribly. I've been telling him for months. He's just a good guy. He's God's loving spirit on earth. So thank you, Alan. I am going to miss you.
It's my pleasure to introduce Alan 1 to Alan 2. Alan 1 is Alan Cook. Alan 2 is Alan England. Alan England has been a member at Central who has enjoyed working with Alan Cook on many tasks over the years and has some thoughtful things to share with all of you.
Hi, I'm Alan England, and I'm going to offer a few of my thoughts on Alan Cook's retirement. The summer of 2009, early one Saturday morning, 5 adults and 15 youth from our church gathered in the parking lot just south of here. We were loading up for a Sierra Service Project work trip to South Central Los Angeles. After our introductions, our youth realized that there were two Allens in the group. They both spelled their name the same. How to distinguish one from the other? The answer was clear in just a moment. Alan England would be A2 because clearly Alan Cook was A1. During that trip, we visited Alan Cook's parents in Los Angeles where they lived. A1 was a preacher's kid, the son of a gentle, well-loved minister and a wonderful wife. Many times when I've thought about how wonderful, thoughtful, gentle, and compassionate Alan Cook is, I realized that his apple fell not far from his parents' tree. Religious communities can be kind of confusing, and United Methodists are hardly an exception. There is a confusion about what we should believe, and sometimes words like Trinitarian and Wesleyan quadrilateral really aren't helpful. How about worship? Should we have high church smells and bells, and fancy music, or old-time hymns and praise bands? Are Hawaiian shirts okay to wear for outdoor worship? How about pajamas for Zoom worship? In the midst of such confusion, I often fall back on the simplicity of Micah 6:8. What does the Lord require of you? But to do justice, love kindness, and walk humbly with your God. Another quote I like, it sounds like Old Testament, but actually it's from a biblical scholar, was this: the only authority for a Christian is the authority of being a servant. Do justice, love kindness, walk humbly with God, be a servant. Most of us would agree that Alan Cook has done a wonderful job and been a wonderful model for each of these. Now, others today will be listing specific things Alan has done. Here's my summary. He's always our cheerleader and an optimist. He's always looking for what needs to be done in the community, what are unmet needs there and at Central that should be addressed. He gathers a group, comes up with a plan. Then we do it. And when volunteers are lacking, Alan invariably jumps in himself and picks up the pieces. At heart, Alan is an educator. Adult classes, he's on it. Education for youth, he doesn't have to do that anymore, but he's a strong supporter. Children's education, that's obviously his real passion. One of the favorite images of mine of Alan is with him sitting in the middle of the chancel, a cluster of children surrounding him as they listen to him read. And then he leads them off to godly play, a friendly Pied Piper, an expert herder of cats. As family minister, Alan has also been our social director, engineering many, many gatherings of our larger church family. This is the venue for so many of those. In closing, I need to mention Jane Cook. Ministers' spouses wear a great many hats. They keep home fires burning, they help raise the children when the spouse is off ministering to other people, and they provide much needed emotional support when things get rough, which they often do. I suspect Jane may also have had a silent contribution. If, like Alan, you read lots of books to children, it definitely would be nice to have a real children's librarian living in the same house. Thank you, Jane, for all you've done. And to Alan, thank you, my friend. Farewell. And as the Germans say, Wiedersehen, which means we'll see you soon, buddy.
It's a pleasure to introduce our next guest. The nursery school program here at Central United Methodist Church has been with us for 60 years. Part of that period of time Elaine Oneto Galbraith has been teaching for 25 years and has been the director of the program in the last 6 years. Please welcome Elaine.
Alan, is that you? Standing in the doorway? Yeah, thanks for visiting. You know, Alan, I just have to say, thank you for being CMNS's best friend. You have just looked out for us through good times and kind of hard times and always being there for us. And, you know, we're really going to miss that we have this advocate that just loves us so much. But I'm really excited and happy for you because you're on a new journey. But before we say goodbye, there's a couple of other people that would like to say something to you. So I'm going to mask up and head down the hall. And there's a couple other people that want to say something. All right, follow me. This way. Hi, Alan. First up, room 7 and Miss Phyllis.
I'm going to take off my COVID mask here. Alan, I can't believe you're retiring. I've been here 22 years. You've been part of all of them. You've been the perfect person to be that connection between school and church, and your happy, positive face around the hallways is really going to be missed. You've also been the person that helped us through some of our tougher times. You know, we really appreciated your sound and reasonable and calm attitude and way of helping us through those rough times. Yeah, what are we going to do without you? But you deserve this. It's time for retirement. Enjoy your more carefree, a free life at home. You deserve it. And but I do want you to know, I really, truly will miss you.
All right, down the hallway, follow me, this way. Next stop, room 1 and Miss Barbie. She has a few words for you too, Alan.
Hi, Alan. Congratulations on your retirement. I just wanted to thank you for sharing this room with us. You've been very gracious ever since we opened this room, and we really appreciate you putting up with all of our messes that we make. So, happy retirement. Here's Miss Desi.
Hi, Alan. Just want to say hi and say thank you for always stopping by and saying hi and making sure everything's okay. Have a great retirement. Bye.
Our next speaker has a unique history with this church. Cleveland School, which is just a few blocks from Central's campus, has been an important part of the outreach and ministry of Alan Cook, who's reached out with dinners, with read-ins, with supporting staff, parents, and students in a variety of ways. It's with pleasure that I introduce the principal, Heidi Mohammed Khan.
Alan, we hear you're retiring, but before you go, we'd like to thank you for the many kind gestures and events you've organized for the Cleveland School staff, students, and parents. So congratulations and best wishes on your next adventure.
Hello, Alan. Congratulations on your retirement. We are so happy for you. You have done a lot for Cleveland, and we really appreciate the Cleveland Family Dinners. It was such a wonderful event that brought the community together. Our parents and students really enjoyed the meals, all the activities, the arts and crafts, the raffles, and prizes.
Congrats on your retirement, and we wanted to thank you for the delicious salads that you provided us on our first day back at school. We're surely going to miss that. Take care.
Hi, Alan. Congratulations on your retirement. We wanted to thank you so much for providing our students with school supplies and backpacks. It helped so many students and their families financially, and it brought a lot of smiles to their faces. We're going to miss you.
Hi, Alan. Thank you so much. Our family surely appreciated the holiday gifts and the dinners that you brought for them. That was much appreciated. And congratulations on your retirement.
Hi, Alan. We appreciate you helping our Cleveland students stay fed throughout the weekend with the backpacks.
Receiving notes and gifts from our secret buddies was the highlight of the year. The kind words of encouragement and the affirmations mean so much to us. Thank you for organizing that.
Our staff appreciates the little library in the front of the school to help instill the love of learning in our students. Congratulations, Alan. Enjoy your retirement.
Rotary Read-In was one of the most favorite days of the school year for me. Thank you, Alan, for always finding a variety of community members to read to Cleveland year after year. The contribution of time and books and relationships that you have provided is appreciated by our students and our teachers, so thank you.
Thank you for the letters of encouragement to second grade students.
Thank you for the after-school tutoring at Central. Congratulations.
Hi, Alan. Thank you for sending us the most beautiful volunteers to help at Cleveland schools. The volunteers not only touch the lives of the children, but us as staff members as well. I know that I will forever be changed by the friendships and the special times I spent with your volunteers. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you for coordinating that and sharing all of the beauty at Central Methodist with Cleveland.
Congratulations on retiring, Alan. Just wanted to say thank you so much for the food pantry pickup you organized for families in need. Just an amazing thing you did, and just wish you the best in the years to come. Thanks.
Hi, Ellen. Just wanted to thank you for hosting our 8th grade dinner dance. We appreciate you, and we thank you for everything you did for our 8th graders. Enjoy your new journey.
Congratulations, Alan. Thank you so much for the tickets to Greg and Steve concert. The kids always look forward to it every year, and they had a very fun time and a blast there. So thank you so much.
Congratulations, Alan, on your retirement. I want to say thank you for the snacks and conversations to our neighborhood students who are walking home. What a nice touch after a long day at school to give them something to eat and to accompany them for a little while as they walk home. Congratulations.
Alan, thank you for supporting our Accelerated Reader program. You always did a very nice job with the reception for our top readers. You made them feel special, and you did a beautiful lunch for them. And thank you for sharing the fireside room at Central with them. I'm gonna miss seeing you, Alan. Have a great retirement.
Congratulations, Alan. I just wanted to say thank you for the Halloween trunk or treat. The kids loved it and always looked forward to it.
Hip hip hooray! Before you go away, Alan, thank you so much. We want you to know that we appreciate all of the wonderful back to school nights, family dinner. We really loved it. So thank you so much, and happy retirement.
We know the office staff will miss you always spoiling them with the special C's candy deliveries.
Hi, Alan. Thank you so much for providing us lunch during Teacher Appreciation Week. We will miss you. Happy retirement.
Congratulations, Alan, on your retirement. We want to thank you for thinking of the health and safety of our students. It was truly amazing to see 700 adorable handmade masks. We are grateful and excited to see our students with our new masks. Congratulations.
And thank you for always welcoming Stockton Unified's Young Adult program and our special education classes at Cleveland with open arms and an open heart.
Thank you, Alan, and happy retirement. Thank you for thinking about us and Poppy Coffee and making our day.
So we'd like to say congratulations.
Congratulations.
It's my pleasure to introduce a dear friend of both Jane and Alan Cook, Mike Klotke. Many of you may know Mike as a reporter and editor for the Stockton Record for many years, and he's currently the communications director at the University of Pacific. Also, they are part of a gourmet group together which is celebrating its 40th anniversary this year. Mike Klotke.
Hi, I'm Mike Clockey, a friend of Alan's, and I'm going to describe this special person in 10 words. Number one, Christian. The love that Alan has for his church and for his faith is immense, and I have so much admiration for the way he made a mid-career change to move into this sort of role, and I'm sure his father, a pastor, would be very proud of him. Number two, husband. Alan and Jane are the absolute definition of love, a couple that's been together for decades, and yet their bond keeps growing stronger. Number three, father. A wonderful son, a wonderful daughter, and both of them chips off the old block. Number four, grandfather. It's truly magic to see Alan around his grandchildren. They obviously mean so much to him. Number five, friend, which is why all of us are here today. He has made so many deep friendships throughout the community, and we all cherish our friendship with Alan. Number six, service. Whether it's blessing the pets or taking church youth on trips or serving as a principal of a school, service is number one in Alan's mind, and he helps others. Number seven, educator. He remains an educator even as his role has changed to a different profession. He made such an impact with St. George and continues to have that impact to this day. Number eight, community. Alan cares so much about this city that's become his town. He has worked so hard to help the community in many different ways. Number nine, gourmet. All of us are in a gourmet group, and some of us are kind of like Alan and I, where gourmet isn't maybe the word to use to describe us, but we have such deep friendships and bonds with the people who are in our gourmet group, who have been in our gourmet group. Number 10, Pacifican. Alan has considerable love for his alma mater and continues to help serve the university to this day. And as a added word, a number 11, I'm going to use retiree, but I'm going to put it in air quotes because anyone who knows Alan realizes that he's not going to be fully retired. When the need comes for him to serve, he is going to be there. We love you with all our heart, Alan.
My name is John Armstead, and once upon a time, I got to be the pastor of St. George's Church in South Stockton. And for 10 years, I got to work with Alan Cook. And those have been some of the best years of my whole life, and a blessing. Alan is first and last a man of faith. And it's a faith that's expansive enough, big enough, inclusive enough, to Catholic enough to even work with Catholics, even work with me. His commitment to the Lord, his joy in that commitment was something that we got to see every day, and it kept us going. I think Alan is much more Catholic than a lot of us who have the title are really. Alan was always a dreamer. He always suggested what we could do better, how we could do it in a way that would help people. And nothing ever stopped him. He was always ready to work around the obstacles that fell in our way, and there were always obstacles. We never had money. We never had people who could do everything that the fancy way, the uptown way. We did it St. George way, and we did it. And those dreams of his got us going and kept us going. And Alan always had confidence in us that we could do it. We could do it better. That we could do what was good for the kids, for the families, for the neighborhood, for the parish. And he was always teaching us how to work together. He had confidence in the parish and the community to hold up families, to take care of kids, to give people hope. I got to work with him for 10 years. And that has been one of the greatest blessings of my life. I hope his retirement is filled with more dreams, filled with confidence and trust in the Lord, and that he will continue to show us how to do it well. Congratulations. Thank you.
Friends, we have heard from so many people today about the impact of Alan Cook's ministry within our central community, within the community of Stockton and the world, and we are grateful. I can tell you that my ministry at Central has been so enhanced because of Alan's commitment, his courage, his compassion, and his support. So as we prepare to leave this celebration, although we continue to celebrate with Alan, let us pray. Loving and gracious God, pour your healing spirit now upon Alan and help him to receive with gratitude the rest and the refreshment and the renewal that he so richly deserves. We thank him for his ministry in the past, and we anticipate his presence in our congregation as a member of Central. Bless him and Jane and their family with well-deserved recreation and with gladness in their hearts after this faithful service. In Jesus' name, amen.
All the grief